Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and I'm a pretty princess. Alright, let that sink in for a second. Let that mellow for a second. This is Long Live the Queen. It's on sale for the anime sale this weekend on Steam. Now, you're probably wondering yourself, Dragnix, this seems like a game that's a little bit out there for you. You play action games, first-person shooters, a bunch of different genres, but visual novel? Yeah, I do. I've played this through and through. It's got a mechanic that I like that I think more visual novels need to do for me to be interested in them. So I just want to show you off this game and show you exactly what Elodie, I'm going to call her L, brings to the genre. So I'm going to load up here. And this is Elodie. L for short. She is a princess. How is she a princess? Well, she obviously her mother and father were the queen and king. Well, why is the game called Long Live the Queen? Well, here's the thing. Her mother, the queen, sort of passed on at the start of the game, and now the princess is now in line to be the queen. Here's the thing. People don't want you to be the queen, or fate may conspire against you. So you need to be able to lead and not die. So, how do you do that? Well, you level up in skills. These are the various skills that you can acquire in terms of being a queen. Royal demeanor, having presence to be able to deal with things. Economy, how do I deal with accounting and trade and production? Agility, how do I deal with, do I have reflexes? Maybe somebody's gonna throw something at me or, try to kill me. Faith and lumen being the magic portion of this game. You could be magical, just saying. Well, how do I level up these skills? Well, you'll notice the numbers associated here. So for example, Royal Demeanor right now is at a plus 0.90. Well, what does that mean? That means if I try to skill up my Royal Demeanor, I will get that as an extra bonus in terms of a multiplier. So you want to take a look at your current mood. Your mood determines what kind of skills will be best suited to train. So for right now, I get a bonus to agility and faith. You notice my faith and agility numbers are the highest ones up here. I get a penalty to these other guys because it just based on my mood. So I want to usually level up the abilities that are corresponding to the bonuses. So going to classes, I can do 2 a day. So agility, I want to up my reflexes. I want to be able to dodge things. And what was the other one? One of the things I don't like is the fact that you always have to come back to look at your bonuses. Faith. All right, let's look at faith here. I don't have any in lore, so I'm going to put some in lore to learn the magical history on Nova. So every day you will up your stats in a certain portion. For example, she practiced solo tennis, hitting a ball against the wall. And I can play sports on the weekends now. And learn a little bit about lumens. Now, he is one of the dukes that sent me a certain talisman that I took as a sign of a good present, except it was actually a courting gift. You'll notice there was a failure thing. So for those skills, they will trigger items in the game in which for you to try to pass tests. For example, I wasn't able to understand the flattery that was there and be able to flatter him back, so I failed that test. And so she just realizes that, yeah, he wants to marry him. I'm going to politely decline, and I'm going to try to politely, I failed. I'm only 14, I'm not marrying you. That's not gentle. He's a little bit, a little bit upset. So if I was able to, maybe I would have been able to let him down better, and maybe that will come and help me in my relations next time around. So you have to skillfully balance what things that you do without the idea of, okay, you're not going to hit everything. You're not going to be able to win every challenge. But which ones you do will determine how the story goes. All right, now, here's the thing. In the night, I can go to any one of these things in order to try to change my mood to change what I can learn. However, in this case, I know that I want to go to the treasury because there's a certain item I need from there, and if my presence is high enough, I should be able to get it. My presence was a success, and I'm going to get the crystal from there in order to be able to do more with it. All right, so still agility and faith right now. So I'm gonna keep up with agility and faith. I'm gonna wanna up my lumen too, because I do wanna go the sort of the magical route. I'm gonna up my dance. I know that's gonna come into play, and I'm gonna up my lore. So simple gameplay, simple ideas, and yet it's getting me more involved in the story. I feel like I'm having an actual impact on the story as opposed to just making a random choice. That's what I have problems with visual novels in. It's just like sometimes the choices, I don't seem to have that much control of them. Somebody's been brought forward to indicate that they had poisoned her sister. So I have to make a choice. Don't know about history, so I failed that check. She's saying that they did something bad to her family over a couple of years. Don't know about internal affairs, so I can put her to work. I can imprison her or execute her. I'm gonna imprison her. You've tried to murder in the name of my demand. I have no reason to believe you won't do it again. You'll be in prison for the rest of your life. You'll not have me. She breaks loose to the guards and rushes at me. I'm unarmed. I throw something at her, fails, archery check. But luckily my guards come and save me. Had to kill her though, unfortunately. All right, so let's look at my mood. Pretty average at this point, actually. I'm actually gonna want to be a little bit more willful because that will be what I can do to up my magic. So you'll notice her expression changed. Well, now she's willful, and thus I get in bonuses to intrigue, military, and lumen. All right, so I want to do lumen, sense magic, and resist magic. I'm gonna up. So, simple mechanics, simple gameplay, multiple ways of dealing with things, checks that you can go through, and it makes that interaction great. The story is all right, but it's not my kind of thing, obviously. But I do like the fact that, it did try to do some things different than from the regular visual novels, and I do appreciate that. So, it is an interesting twist on the genre, in my opinion. And I want to see more of this from visual novels. Something that really gets you involved in this training kind of mechanism. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more wield magic here and sense magic. I want to be a magical girl. I mean, don't we all? All right. Festival of the Good Lady's approaching. Public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala. Queen, you're expected to lead the procession. Since you're not crowned, it may not be required. Less protected, so I have a choice. I can stay home and maybe not do anything, or I can go out and maybe get myself in trouble but lead my people. So I gotta make another choice. All right, let's play with some toys. All right, still willful. I'm gonna up my resist in wield magic. That look on her face, that sheer determination. I also unlocked a new outfit, which actually will be important. Will I be leading the parade? I will go to the parade and I'll make a speech. So let's see what happens. Wasn't able to do decoration. My elegance failed. Wasn't able to do public speaking. Didn't go so well. Didn't go well at all, in fact. Let's walk in the garden, be a little bit cheerful. And now we're cheerful. All right, what are the skills for cheerful? Conversation and athletics. All right, athletics could be useful, especially like the ability to run. So I'll put a little bit into running and swimming. But I don't want those skills at this point. I want to be a little bit more careful with my skill set. And that's where you have to manipulate the mood rather carefully in order to get the skills that you want, or you're just going to be sort of at random luck if you just go randomly, and that could be problematic. All right, we're going to the ball. Let's see. Rich and powerful pause. My presence was able to get people to notice me, so that's good. I was able to pass that test. I have to choose my partner. I have a bunch of partners. I can choose somebody about my age, younger, older, already married, or someone scandalous. I'm gonna go someone older than me. I want to be refined. And I failed my dance, so I tripped. Wasn't able to use my manners and flannery. And anything else? Anything else? No? I wasn't able to sense the magic that was in the room at that point because my skill wasn't that high at this point. All right, I want to be less cheerful at this point, so I'm going to tend to service. And I'm going to be more willful because I want to be a magical girl. Oh, by the way, the outfit. This can boost your outputs if you wear certain things. And so I'm going to be a magical girl. Yep, magical girl. And it boosts my lumen, so I can be a little bit more sensing magic and resisting magic. I want to do. All right. Learn to detect ongoing enchantments. That's good. Increase resistance against heat and cold. Okay, good. Talk about the latest events. You don't realize your father isn't alone. You're too kind. Uh-oh. Somebody's moving in on your father. I was able to take a deep breath. Well, I can greet her lightly, I can trip her, I can insult her with false flattery, or shame her with silent scorn. I'm gonna shame her with silent scorn. Her color pales as she realizes her grip on your father's arm, mumbling an apology before hurrying out of the room. You have defeated her. So my presence was like, get your hands off my father, or I will deal with you like a head being chopped off. If she's a nice woman and nothing more, she wants something more. And then, haven't any been problems such far? Well, failed that test. So again, basic gameplay, and basically what you're trying to do is not die. Simple enough? I may have been lucky these first couple times, but trust me, it gets harder and harder and harder, especially later in the game. The one thing I will say about this game is there is a trial and error aspect to it, because you'll run into a situation where you've saved, and you're going to want to make frequent saves because you'll be so far along in a chapter that you'll run across a skill check that could kill you, and you won't be able to load back and focus on that skill, and you'll sort of be stuck on that path, so you'll have to go further back. So there is a portion of that that doesn't work, but other than that, it's a reasonable game. So this is Long Live the Queen. I know this is a short video. I had a little bit more planned for other things during the week that I wanted to focus on. So this is Long Live the Queen. I hope you get an idea of what the simple game mechanic in here is that makes it different from other games. It's got a reasonable story, not my thing, but maybe your thing. This is Dragnix signing out. I hope you have a wonderful day and keep on gaming. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.